Double RT boxing, Mr. A. Ready to talk that boxing. Post-fight recap. The 126 WBO pound champion, Oscar Valdez, retains his championship. He defeats Genesis Servania. Now, I heard the name Oscar Valdez a lot. I just never watched him. So like I said, that's what I do on this channel. I help others learn about fighters, and I educate myself as well. So that way I won't be lost. Like I said, I really educate myself on the 122s on down, and maybe 26s as well. I try to follow Leo Santa Cruz. I like him, so I try to follow him. Now, getting into this post-fight recap, please subscribe. This is Double RT Boxing, Mr. A here. I love your support. Thank you for the support. Thumbs up the videos if you have not. Get this channel to growing. Get it known. Let's do this. So the first round, the first big punch was landed by Oscar. The first big punch was actually landed by Genesis. Oscar tried to land a three-piece, but it didn't quite land. This fight was a lot about wasted moments, and because I had Genesis winning rounds 4, 6, 7, and he barely won 8 because he almost gave it away. He was waiting what he was doing. Genesis, he could hit hard, and he has a hellified chin. Now, what he was doing was he was catching Oscar after his combinations being thrown, pulling out. He was pulling out with his hands down, and Genesis was just following him with jabs or with anything, but he just never let him walk away clean. Soon he walk away, he's taking those same steps with him, right with him, and it was working beautifully. But he got so comfortable with that plan working so well, he didn't try nothing else. So once Oscar was realizing, oh man, this dude he dropped me, he's hurting me, Oscar stopped banging with him and started boxing. Started moving the ring again, moving around the ring, hitting him with a jab from distance. And so once he started going from the distance, Genesis couldn't find that pocket to follow him in the retreat mode. And that started like around 9. It really started when he started boxing again, and he just gave up all those rounds because he was trying to follow him and coax him into a fight again so he could catch him on the retreat. He gave away the last 4 rounds. Could have done something in this fight. Like I said, like in round 2, Valdez was showing various, but Valdez was throwing a lot of punches, mean intention punches, but all his punches were being arm blocked. It was hitting on the arms, being on the blocks, and Genesis, he was having great timing. Like he'll throw in between his punches. That's when he started noticing, like, okay, I can hit this guy when he retreats or right before he throws. I can hit him. And in round 3, he opened with a left hook. Oscar opened with a left hook and wobbled Genesis' legs, like, oh, whoa. He's like, oh, this is I can't just be super greedy with him. I got at least throw some punches, because Genesis was just being lazy and just hoping to follow him the whole fight. That he was losing that fight only due to his low output. If he would have just sat there and just tried to fight with Oscar, I think he could have won more rounds or even won the fight. The fact that he just kept waiting for that one moment where Oscar drops his hands and retreat, and he'll follow him. We kept doing it. Then round 4, it finally happened. Oscar retreated, put his hands down, turned his head to walk away to the left. He just got caught with a nice right straight on the chin. Wasn't nothing powerful, but it dropped him. But when he got up again, he got hit with another shot, and that wobbled him. But it was only like 10 seconds left in the round. He got lucky. Round 5 came out. Oscar was like, oh man, getting his wits back to him. He just went back onto the moving in with the jab. Round 6 came. About nothing was really happening. Oscar was still trying to be on the the move, trying to get his bearings back. But then at 130, he hit a hard left hook by Genesis. Clean shots after clean shots. You know, because he stole the round. Because, like I said, Oscar was back on his feet, boxing. But something, about 15, 20 seconds left, he was boxing the brakes off Genesis. Moving around the ring, boxing. Then he got tired. He tried to retreat to get some energy. Bad habit of retreating with his hands down. And Genesis just unleashed like a good 15-second flurry of clean shots. Clean, point landing, hard shots. The same thing happened. That momentum followed into round 7. You can see Oscar was getting a little maybe he was worried about just throwing shots now, because all his shots were thrown with mean intentions, but they're wide and hard, and he could tell that Genesis was starting to catch him in between, hitting him hard. You know, the fight was changing. It seriously was changing. He was catching 1-2s. Every time Oscar tried to pull out or throw something, boom, he hit him. And in round 8, that was the last round I gave to Genesis, because Oscar was getting weak. He was getting tired. His face was getting red. He was just popping Oscar with some popping. Every time Oscar tried a combo, boom. The minute Oscar stopped throwing, boom, another punch to the face. He was timing Oscar great. You know, so this is going to be the start of whether Oscar Valdez is really successful in his career, or he's going to lose his belt soon. Like, it's one of those type of fights this was. Like, yeah, Oscar won the battle, but did he really win the war? Because after round 8, Oscar went on to box him from the outside, and Genesis just waited too long with his hands. He handcuffed himself because he got too successful with catching Oscar on the way out, and he just kept waiting for it. But Oscar never gave him that chance, because Oscar wasn't in no more. He was fighting from the outside, so it's hard to catch someone retreating when they're already on the outside. So again, Oscar got a unanimous decision. His punches were hard. And so Genesis dropped Oscar in round 4. Like I said, he was pulling out. But in round 5, Oscar hit him hard with a wide sweeping left hook. And Genesis ate it. He fell. He got a totally different knockdown than what Genesis put on Oscar, and he survived it. And that just, like, you could tell Oscar, like, dude, I thought that was the end of the fight, because this dude I didn't have an answer for him. He took my best punch, and he wobbled around the ring. He got up and he came right back at Oscar, and he just started fighting Oscar through that heavy punch, man. So last night's card, Jesse Hart got up from a heavy shot. Genesis got up from a heavy shot. Great showing of heart and determination by those two fighters last night. So again, Oscar Valdez gets a unanimous decision, retains his WBO 126-pounder championship. But it's going to be scary. Where does he go from here? Another fighter with better skill set than Genesis, because Genesis was only a one-trick pony. Follow him around the ring and just try and catch him on that way out. Someone with better skill set might just take Oscar's belt very soon. Leave it to comment down below. What do you think? What do you think of those? What do you think of Oscar's bad flaw, just backing up with his hands? How long do you think he's going to keep his belt with that flaw? That Genesis put that flaw on a big stage under a big spotlight. Everyone knows how to beat Oscar now. So this is going to be very interesting. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for the support. This is Mr. A, RRT Boxing. You know what it is. Ready. Thanks for the support.